Someone had actually approached me and said, what about a Christmas album? And I said, yeah, I'm open. And once the family was open to doing it, we went to work.
Let's do a Christmas album. I said, who dreamed that up? I said, we don't want to do that.
Phil was like, this will never work. But he also said that the worst idea that we had ever had was to do the TV show.
No, when I first heard it, Willie said, well, I'm going in the recording business. I said, well, what are you going to record? He said, hey, idiot, I'm fixed to sing, okay, and record it.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I wanted to do something with Dallas Davis, who's a good friend and also a really successful songwriter in Nashville. He had Raging Cajun Redneck Christmas. He had that in his mind. He had the kind of the little jingle of it, and we didn't have anything else. It was awesome being able to sit down with somebody like that talented, and actually write a song. So I put that on my bucket list.
At the Raging Cajun Redneck Christmas.
On the Raging Cajun Redneck Christmas, that's like my favorite song. Like, I love it, and I cannot believe my dad wrote that.
He's sung that song so many times now. Every day I walk in, I just hear he's singing away. He loves it.
Got 100,000 colored lights, glowing them fuses left and right.
When Willie came into the studio to record it, he was nervous. He doesn't get nervous about much, but he was nervous about this.
My very first day and very first time in the studio, I was nervous as crap. I get in, I shut the door. There's a mic right in front of my mouth, and literally I panicked. I was like, what am I supposed to do? I'm kind of nervous.
No, don't be.
I am. It's cool in here, but I'm sweating like crazy. Buddy was calming me down. He said, just sing it just like you would in the truck or in the shower and take off. And so once I got into it, I started feeling it, and I was like, okay.
You can't buy me nothing I ain't got.
Just drive on by, buddy, you can't miss us. That was for Buddy Cannon.
I just drive on by, buddy, you can't miss us at the Raging Cajun Redneck Christmas.
Basically, part of my existence is to make fun of Willie, because he's an easy target for obvious reasons. But look, now he shocked me with his singing ability and his writing ability.
I mean, it's tough to pull off a song on your own, totally solo, that you wrote yourself. I was really proud that he did it.
I'm gonna have to give him credit. He pulled it off.
I reckon we can put some more ornaments in the yard.
My dad is kind of a Debbie Downer when it comes to big things. Like, he was kind of down on, like, the Christmas album. I don't know if we can pull this off, guys.
If this thing sells 1,000 copies, I will be shocked.
So why wouldn't you just get anybody to say this?
Because we want you on it. It's your record.
It's the Robertson family Christmas.
This is our record?
Yeah.
Well, Phil's he's always loved to listen to music. Loves classic rock and roll, he really does. But to be in the studio singing, whole different ballgame.
So I've got to kind of get it in with the rhythm of the song. Now you're going way past my pay grade.
Phil's an old rock and roll guy that grew up and loved his rock and guitars, and so I never would have thought of a scenario that would put him in there singing Christmas cookies with my mother.
I've never claimed to be a singer. With a voice like mine, that kind of kept me in check. Somebody was thinking.
Every time she sticks a batch in the oven, there's 15 minutes for some kissing and hugging.
The song choice of Christmas Cookies is perfect for Phil and Miss Kay. Then I heard that George Strait is actually gonna sing on our album. I mean, that's just incredible. Doesn't get any better than that.
George is going to be the guest
He's
artist
the guest
on your
star
record.
on our album.
I sure do like those Christmas cookies, sugar.
Somebody else had to twist George Strait's arm to get him to sing on the album with me. I don't know who pulled that one off. I'm just along for the ride.
Tell me about it, Phil. Now, those sprinkler things just make things worse.
I love George Strait, and him and Phil together, like, it's the coolest thing ever.
I cannot believe George Strait and my dad are singing that. I would never have thought in a million years that would happen, and that was a surreal moment.
I sure do like those Christmas cookies, sugar.
Yes, sir, I do.
Of course, Kay was in the studio with Phil the whole time he did it, and they were laughing and being goofy, and I think it comes across on the album. You could tell they had fun with it.
What's funny about Mom and Dad, it's cool, but it's kind of weird when you're their son. They always got their hands all over each other.
It's nothing for Phil to walk by and give Kay a little pinch, or to tickle her, or to just give her a kiss at any moment. And they just still have that love and affection for each other after all these years.
My part in it was at the end, of course, but he had to tickle me first and get me to squeal. Stop it! Phil, stop it. That was fun. It was just natural.
They did a little flirting, her and Phil, so which is normal. I guess if they hadn't have been doing that, I wouldn't even be here.
Come on, big boy. Yes, I do. Yeehaw! Woo!
It was the cutest thing ever. That's gonna be an all-time favorite for everyone.
I sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, honey.
I've heard Cy sing my entire life. Trust me, his timing is off.
He was always in front, behind, but never with everybody else.
I'm ahead, so hey, you guys are dragging your feet. Catch up with me.
Duck the Halls was a no-brainer. Whoever said it, the minute we heard it, was like, that's it. You know, it's Duck the Halls.
So of course, for the Robertson family Christmas album, we had to have one unique instrument.
I remember sitting around at the table and we talked about how to incorporate our signature sound, and it just kind of was a natural feel.
Jay's played the duck call in the song. He speaks Duckanese, so he was the obvious choice to bring in and do the duck call.
Now, old Jace, pretty good duck caller. I can spot Jace's call. I can be way off in the woods, 300-400 yards away, the wind's right. And I'd hear old Jace, I'd say, yep, that's Jace.
So out of breath, I'm getting dizzy.
Duck the Halls was the biggest challenge for me because not only did I sing with everyone else, I had to match the duck call to the melody. I've never tried that before.
Hey, look, during the singing part of it, okay, Jason's like a fish out of water.
Passed away, the old year passes.
But once they said, okay, hey, here's the duck call, okay, then Jace turned into Beethoven.
Yeah, this may catch on. You know, people may put down their instruments and pick up the duck calls and make all sorts of sounds. But trust me, it's not easy. I'd be interested to see if someone can reproduce it. So we'll see. The bar has been set high.
The truth is, okay, Jace learned everything he knows from me. He's second fiddle, you know, I'm first string, he's second string.
Good.
He'll love that.
So Cy singing, his cadence, he was always in front, behind, but never with everybody else.
Hey, look, we got into this deal about, hey, the timing of it, okay? Look, my timing is impeccable, okay?
Fast away, the old year passes.
I've heard Cy sing my entire life. Trust me, his timing is off. And his volume perception is off.
While I tell of Yuletide treasure.
I mean, he sings too loud, and he just has his own rhythm, which is kind of like how he is in life anyway.
Sing we joyous all together.
Okay, catch up and stay with me here, you know, watch her. She said she's doing this, so you stay up with the hand, okay? So stay up, you know, I'm ahead. So, hey, you guys are dragging your feet. Catch up with me.
Cy, I don't know, he's a fast talker and he's a fast singer. Fast singing just doesn't work. when you're trying to sing with a big group.
Good luck getting Cy to do anything. That's what I can't believe that Missy was able to do for the most part, is to get Cy halfway constructed into something that you could listen to. I mean, it deserves some sort of award.
Look, you know, I told Misty, I said, look, hey, forget all the notes. I don't even know the words.
You know, the hardest part is remembering all those strange words in that song. So a lot of terms in there that we're not using typically every day.
You know, and we got in a big argument about, hey, is it balls of holly or bales of holly or brows of holly?
Dolls with boughs of holly.
When I heard boughs of holly, my mind just went to crickets. I don't know what that means.
I think it's B-O-U-G-H. It's not like bowels, that'd be your lower tract, intestinal tract.
I thought somebody finally stepped up and said, oh, boughs of holly. But we didn't know. You know, in my family, people give dissertations all the time, and you're not sure whether they know what they're talking about or not.
A bough of holly, it's not quite a bale of holly, like a bale of hay. So if you had, it's like a quarter of a bale of hay, but made of holly. I could sell that.
Hey, look, I'm not sure what it is still today, okay? Bales of holly, okay? Hey, look, you be the judge. Listen to it, tell me.
I'd call it a limb.
Duck the Halls has a full orchestra sound, which is one of my favorite sounds. The violins and the strings are gorgeous. You know, I think Christmas you can get away with a whole lot more because people want that traditional sound when it comes to their Christmas music.
Exactly what universe does the Robertson family perform with a full orchestra? We are in crazy town. I mean, for real. An orchestra? Only in America. Luke Bryan sings Harry Christmas along with myself.
Willie gets his buddy Luke Bryan to sing it with him, and I'm like, well, he's not very hairy.
Luke Bryan sings Harry Christmas along with myself. I was the Harry singer and he was the non-Harry singer on there. About to do it. This is Harry Christmas. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This did not seem possible at 10 o'clock this morning.
Santa's sleigh might fly right on past with all the camouflage around this place. So
Luke and I have been buddies forever. We have we have sang together, usually at deer camp, sitting around a campfire with a guitar.
wishing you a Merry Christmas and a happy, happy, happy New Year.
So I cut a version of Harry Christmas, and then Luke wanted to be a part of it, wanted to sing, and so we had that, so we wanted to figure out how to do it. And I figured the best way to do it is me just to go to Nashville. And any chance I get to go to Nashville and hang out with my buddies, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Willie gets his buddy Luke Bryan to sing it with him, and I'm like, well, he's not very hairy.
Well, he shouldn't have been allowed to sing because he didn't have a beard, but I guess he's got enough street cred. He passed.
Singing lessons 101. I'm teaching this guy how to
Show me how the pros do it.
Diaphragm from the diaphragm.
So hunt you down a Christmas tree and blow it up on New Year's Eve.
So went up there, went in the studio with him, and now to be in his space and actually see and do what he does for a living was pretty cool.
Like Jesus and Santa Claus, we got love behind these beards. Wishing you
Couldn't help but get in there at the end and then start ragging on each other. So I think for people who know us, they know that happens all the time.
Can I hang an ornament in your beard, Willie?
You're just mad because you can't grow one.
What? It's coming in.
That's embarrassing to all men.
Luke has what we call a little starter beard. He just has a few little frizzles, but we let him pass. You know, he's a cool guy, so we let him get away with it. The song's awesome, so that's all that really matters.
Oh, yeah.
There were so many cool moments about this record. I would say the most fun part of making this album was singing Silent Night. Every Robertson in our family sang on Silent Night, from River all the way to Cy. So every voice is on there.
It was so fun because the whole family did it together, but we were all crowded in a little bitty room, and for Missy to be in charge, she had her hands full.
And poor Missy, she had to like wrangle all of us who had never really sung, you know, professionally at all.
Of course, with the guys in there, and the Robertson men usually take over. So this was not their forte.
Sigh, sigh,
Silent Night. You know, you get all of us big, hairy, macho men in the studio. It can get kind of tricky because Missy is trying to direct us because she is by far the best singer of all of us.
You know, she's the only one in the family that can really sing. So she gets elected as being, okay, she's the conductor.
With the dawn of I mean, it was mass chaos. She's hollering, she's standing up on chairs. Half the people are not listening. I mean, you gotta remember, people like Cy and Willie, they're not gonna listen to you anyway. But I thought this is gonna be one of the toughest things you'll ever do in your life.
So my mom always told me in choir, if you can't hear your neighbor, you're too loud. But Cy doesn't follow that rule.
I ain't got time for that.
He just wants to sing through it real fast and get it over with.
So he was trying to sing faster than everybody else.
Radiant beams from thy holy face.
He's like, hey, they want me to be the lead dog. No, Cy, you sing lead the part. But he thought, oh, I gotta outrace him. I'm the lead dog.
Okay, Cy, you're coming in early a lot.
So look, when they started the song, hey, I took off. Hey, when you say lead to me, that means out front, Jack, charge all the way.
Cy on Silent Night should have been silent. That was rough. We did some tweaking.
Buddy plays it back for us. We were like, that is terrible.
And everybody's looking and saying, no, we might as well go ahead and get in the car and go home because this ain't gonna work. This is horrible.
For Silent Night, we all packed into this little studio. We ran through the song about 10 times, and we thought we were doing good.
About midway through it, Buddy said, why don't y'all come in to the sound room and let's listen. Okay, great idea.
Buddy plays it back for us, and it was like we all look at each other, and we just bust out laughing. We were like, that is terrible.
And everybody's looking and saying, no, we might as well go ahead and get in the car and go home because this ain't gonna work. This is horrible.
Hopefully everyone is hearing what I hear. And I hear Jep say, is that us? And Jay said, that's terrible.
All right, let's go try it again.
Everybody agreed with me and I didn't have to say a word.
Can we do part by part?
Yeah.
Let's do part by part.
Yeah, Missy's idea was to kind of thin the herd and separate us and just focus on our parts.
Jesus, Lord of thy birth.
That was beautiful.
We just couldn't do it all together.
Well, we just kept at it. I think we probably sang it 16 or 17 times. But the good thing about the Robertson family is we all laugh about it. Nobody has hurt feelings. It's just, okay, we got it. Let's go work a little harder on it.
Silent Night.
course, then it sounded great. So that's a good idea. That's why she's the leader, though. But it's just, it was hard because, you know, it's hard to tell a Robertson to do anything. You got to make them think that it's their idea.
When I finally heard the final cut, I was blown away by how great it sounded.
I'm so proud of that song because I listened to it, the meaning behind it. I think we honestly pulled it off.
For the whole family like come together, it was really neat, and I felt like we were all a part of one thing, and that doesn't happen often.
We definitely made it our own, and weren't trying to be something we're not. We just were like, this is an extension of us at the holiday season, and what better place than Christmas, and where families come together.
I feel like we made so many great memories that we'll take with us forever. And when I think about other families making memories of their own, listening to our Christmas album, it's just really cool.
I mean, usually I try to keep expectations low, but after I heard this, I mean, I think the fans, they're gonna love it.
Now, I think the people are gonna think this is gonna be a bunch of junk that everybody will laugh at. Okay, they're in for a shock. Okay.